Folks, listen, I'm coming to you this morning because I'm trying to give a little bit of a preface to a video that I'm about to show that I made yesterday afternoon. And this video is in response to several folks who have emailed or sent direct messages or even posted comments with their disapproval of the way that we are running the sanctuary. And so I thought that I would take a chance to explain ourselves in one video instead of having to go by to each individual because that just takes a lot of time. In the world we live in, it's becoming increasingly more difficult to allow folks to disagree with you. People are in the mindset that it has to be one way. You know, it's either black or white. There's no middle ground. And ultimately, the older generations don't feel that way. And so that's the generation that I come from. We can agree to disagree, and we're going to a lot. And so ultimately, what I wanted to show you is why we allow certain things in the sanctuary. And if you're unable to get past that, if you have the mindset and you're unwilling to understand our side of everything, then I'm not trying to be rude when I say this, but I think I say it in the video. Feel free to move on, folks, and find your happy place. The I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, the page, the property, everything about us was set up to be a good thing, to be a positive thing, to help not only animals, but help people heal, to educate kids. I mean, there are so many things that we have listed on our mission statement. And so I'm finding that with the more people that subscribe and begin to follow the page, we're bringing in an audience of folks that have more questions than they do. And so I want to take a second to explain our video. This is not coming out right. Let me just play the video. I'd like to show you something. This is the tale of two sides of the road. Here's the tail of one side of the road, but the grass is eaten low. You see any brush, any briars, any thorns? You see any of that? No. You want to know why you don't see any of that? It's not because I mow it. It's not because I walk along spraying weed killer. It's because of goats. It's because you raise goats, and your goats help keep your balance and keep things like that down to a minimum. Now let me jump over the fence line here, folks. The other side of my driveway. And as I walk along down through here, I would like for you all to notice the big difference. I don't have to say anything. I'm just gonna walk and let you look and tell me what you see. Okay, well, I'm gonna talk. So I see thorns, I see briars, I see poison oak or poison ivy. I can't tell the difference, but it's just the same. I see things that cows and horses will not touch. Donkeys, no way. But this is the kind of stuff that goats thrive on. This is the kind of stuff that goats eat. And this is the reason that we have goats here. Now I'm about to show you a picture. And this picture is not easy to look at. And this picture is going to be one that you're not going to be able to unsee. So I want to tell you right now, if you have children who are watching this video, I would ask you politely and kindly to send them away. This is not kid friendly. We lost a lot of goats during Hurricane Harvey, folks. We lost so many goats that we can't keep this side of the pasture clean no more. It's because goats help keep the balance of stuff like this. Goats provide a service for us that nothing else can do. Not cows and not horses and not donkeys. And so for all the folks who are coming at us from out of nowhere and are very upset that Meg is about to have babies, it's because we need babies. is because we need baby goats to turn into adult goats that can help us make this side of the driveway look like it's supposed to look, the way it used to look, like this side of the driveway. We're hobby farmers. We raise our animals as pets. Lester and his family does not eat his pets. And what we have running around the sanctuary right now, the farm sanctuary, are 55 pets. And a couple of those, yes, are going to have babies. And those babies are going to serve us a purpose. It's called balance. And that's what we do. And I'll say this again. Please, you don't have to email or put comments asking for an explanation. And I'm going to spend my time saying thank you and God bless you to the folks that use the videos to overcome some kind of hardship in their life. And I'm going to use my videos to promote the fact that I've gone through some stuff too, and I know that animals can help you get past all of that. And I'm going to use the videos for positive purposes. But if you can't see the positive in the videos, then you really should go somewhere else. I know that a lot of people hurt. I know that a lot of people have pain. And there's all kinds of negative things that float around. And I know that because I was one of those people. I know that because after Hurricane Harvey, with all the things that had gone wrong around here, everything from losing my home, to my vehicle, to my pets, to my relationship with my family, I also took all of that hurt and I allowed it to build up inside of me. And I would also allow that hurt to sometimes spew itself out, even when I didn't really mean it. So for all of you folks who keep spreading that nastiness, for all of you folks who keep shouting out your hate or your displeasure or your disapproval of what we do here on the farm sanctuary. But I do not apologize for anything that I do around the farm and the sanctuary. There are 55 animals that live here that have really amazing homes. There's animals that are being fed twice a day, good feeds. There's animals that have access to hay 24 hours a day. There's animals that have green grass 9 months out of the year. There's animals that have shelter over their head, warm beds to sleep in. There's animals that are touched and loved on every single day. They're talked to. There's animals that are given names. Many, for the first time in their life, they're referred to by a name. If you're somebody who's on the fence and you read these comments and then you watch this video and then you read these comments, but then you watch this video, folks, listen to your heart and listen to your gut. And if you don't want to support the sanctuary, if you don't want to follow along, then I'm sorry that sounds crude, but don't. Don't. Because there's nothing that you're going to say in your comments that's going to change the way we live our lives. There's nothing that you say in your comments that is going to make me change the way I run this farm and operate this sanctuary. These animals are loved, and they're offered a forever home here. They come from states all over, from cities as far away as San Antonio and Dallas. There's a video story that tells the life of every single one of them. Instead, you want to try to email or question through comments or jump on someone else's hateful bandwagon. Then I'm afraid that you've missed the whole point of this thing. I'm rambling on, and I'm going to stop. And these animals bring me great joy. And for those of you that also receive joy from these animals, we appreciate you following along. I know I'm losing my light. I rambled on way too long this time. For these animals that bring you happiness, for these animals that are able to help you mask whatever pain you're going through, whatever illnesses, whatever rock bottom. And we all know that we've all struggled, we all survive, folks. We say it all the time. Through a divorce, through financial strain, through relationships, through family relations. Sheesh. Those who've lost pets of their own, those who've lost loved ones. We are here for you, folks. That's why we do this, a video a day, to give you something to look forward to, because it gives us something to look forward to. Please ignore the negative comments. I know you open yourself up. When you open your home up, you open your life up, you open yourself up to lots of criticism. We make no apologies. We make mistakes. And for that, we try again, and we'll try harder. Thank you, folks. Thank you for listening.